One mistake. One camera still rolling. One moment that can't be edited out. That's all it took. These are the most disturbing deaths of YouTubers who died while filming. Moments meant to become content, views, proof they were still alive. That instead became their final record. Number 10. The abandoned building exploration. It was October 3, 2019, in an industrial district outside Toronto, Canada. The YouTuber was 26 years old, known for urban exploration videos. Abandoned factories, forgotten rooftops, no trespassing signs treated like invitations. That night he wanted atmosphere, dark corridors, flashlight beams, proof he'd gone further than anyone else. The building was silent, broken glass underfoot, rain tapping against a collapsed roof section. His camera captured every echo. There was a warning sign early. A floor panel sagged when he stepped on it. He joked about it and kept moving. What he didn't realize was that the concrete below had been hollowed out by years of water damage. Footage shows the flashlight shaking, a sudden crack, then nothing but falling air. Step by step, the floor gives way. The camera spins, a violent impact below. Silence. The point of no return happens off-screen, but the audio records the fall. Emergency responders arrive after a delayed call from a friend who lost contact. He is pronounced dead at the scene. The official cause is blunt force trauma from a multi-story fall. Afterward, the channel is memorialized. Urban exploration forums circulate safety warnings. Cities increase security around abandoned sites. The video is never released, but the raw file exists, a reminder that abandoned places aren't empty. They're decaying. Number 9. The train surfing clip. It was April 14, 2018 in Mumbai, India. The creator was 22 years old, chasing viral stunts. His channel thrived on danger filmed inches from disaster. That morning, he climbed onto the roof of a moving train, phone in hand. One arm outstretched. What he wanted was speed, wind, proof he'd done it. The city rushed by below. Electrical lines flashed past overhead. There was a warning sign in the footage. A friend yelling from inside the train. A sudden duck. What he didn't realize was how little clearance he had left. The camera records a flash, a violent jolt, signal loss, step by step. The train accelerates. He stands upright. An overhead line approaches. Contact is made. The point of no return is instant. Passengers pull him back inside moments later. Emergency services are contacted. The official cause of death is electrocution from overhead railway lines. Afterward, the clip spreads before being taken down. Platforms issue renewed bans on train surfing content. Rail authorities release public warnings. But the damage is permanent, because the camera survived longer than he did. Number 8. The waterfall shot. It was July 11, 2017, at a national park in the United States. The YouTuber was a nature vlogger, late 20s, known for scenic drone shots and cliffside poses. That day, he wanted a waterfall intro, standing close enough to feel the mist. The rocks were slick. The water thundered below. The camera angle was perfect. There was a warning sign visible. A ranger sign warning visitors to stay back. He steps past it. What he didn't realize was how strong the current near the edge was. Footage shows a step, a slip, a sudden disappearance. Step by step, foot loses grip. Body tilts, hands grasp wet stone, then water. The point of no return happens when he's pulled over the edge. Rescue teams respond quickly, but conditions are dangerous. His body is recovered downstream hours later. The official cause is drowning after a fall. Afterward, the final clip circulates briefly. Parks increase barriers. Warning signage becomes more aggressive. But the waterfall remains unchanged, and the camera captured the moment nature reclaimed its space. Number 7. The fire challenge. It was December 3rd, 2016, in a suburban garage. The YouTuber was 19 years old, chasing challenge trends. Dares. Fire tricks. Don't try this, disclaimers added after the fact. That night, he attempted a fire stunt involving flammable liquid. Friends filmed, laughing. What he wanted was shock. Flames. A viral reaction. The garage was closed, ventilation poor. There was a warning sign when the liquid spread faster than expected. What he didn't realize was how quickly fumes ignite. The camera records. A spark. An explosion of flame. Screaming. Step by step. Fire flashes. Clothes ignite. Camera drops. Chaos fills the frame. The point of no return comes before the fire extinguisher is reached. Emergency services arrive. He is rushed to the hospital with severe burns. He dies days later from complications. The official cause lists burn injuries and smoke inhalation. Afterward, platforms remove similar challenge videos. Fire departments issue public warnings. The trend dies overnight. But the footage exists. And it shows exactly how fast content becomes catastrophe. Number 6. The prank that turned real. It was February 5th, 2021 in Nashville, Tennessee. The plan was simple. Film a prank. Get a reaction. Upload it before midnight. The YouTuber was 20 years old, part of a prank channel that thrived on shock. That night, he wanted something bigger, something that would go viral instantly. The idea was a staged robbery prank. Fake knives, fake threats, real fear. What he wanted right then was footage, a clean scare, a perfect thumbnail. The parking lot was dim, lit by overhead sodium lights. Cars idled, footsteps echoed. A friend followed behind with a camera phone already recording. There was a warning sign early. Someone nearby hesitated. Another bystander backed away. But the camera kept rolling. What he didn't realize was that the target of the prank was legally armed. Footage shows him approaching fast, a fake knife visible, words shouted, distance closing, step by step. He advances. The victim turns. A split second of confusion, a real gun drawn, a single shot. The point of no return happens in less than 2 seconds. The camera jolts, audio spikes. Screaming replaces laughter. Bystanders call 911 immediately. Police arrive within minutes. EMS attempts life-saving measures on scene. He is pronounced dead shortly after. The official ruling is homicide, but legally justified. The shooter is not charged. The aftermath is brutal. The channel is scrubbed. Comment sections are locked. Platforms issue warnings about prank content escalating into real danger. The clip doesn't trend. It vanishes. But the lesson doesn't. When you film fear, you don't control how it ends. But the next death wasn't loud. It was quiet. And it happened while thousands were watching. Number 5. The live stream that didn't end. It was September 27, 2017 in Moscow, Russia. The YouTuber was known for reptiles, exotic snakes, educational videos. He was 31 years old, confident, experienced, and live on stream. He went live that evening to answer fan questions. Donations pinged, chat scrolled. A cobra was in frame. What he wanted right then was engagement, another successful stream. Another night proving he knew what he was doing. The room was calm, soft lighting. A glass terrarium open on the table. The snake moved slowly. There was a warning sign. Minutes earlier, a small strike, a hiss. Chat messages urging caution. What he didn't realize was that venom dosage doesn't care about experience. The stream captures it. The snake strikes. A bite to the finger, a sharp intake of breath. He laughs it off at first, says he'll be fine. Keeps talking. Step by step. His speech slows. He rubs his hand. He slurs words. He apologizes to viewers. He leans out of frame. The point of no return comes quietly. The live stream continues, unattended. Chat turns from jokes to panic. Viewers watch the empty room for hours. Police later enter the apartment. He is found dead. The official cause is respiratory failure from venom envenomation. No foul play. Afterward, the platform removes the stream. Warnings about handling venomous animals are strengthened. The channel becomes a memorial. What remains is the chat log. Thousands of people watching a man fade in real time, powerless to stop it. But the next case proves that danger doesn't need venom. Just water, and a camera pointed the wrong way. Number 4. The dive that never came back. It was June 21, 2018 at a lake in California. The influencer was 23 years old, known for lifestyle content, travel shots, fitness clips, perfect lighting. That day, he wanted a dramatic dive video, a clean leap into open water, something cinematic. The sun was high. The lake looked calm. Friends were nearby, one holding the camera. There was a warning sign before the jump. Someone mentioned the water temperature. Another joked about depth. What he didn't realize was how cold shock works. The camera records the jump. A splash. Silence. Step by step. He surfaces briefly. Gasps. Struggles to breathe. Arms flail. Then nothing. The point of no return happens underwater, unseen. Friends rush in. 911 is called. Rescue divers arrive quickly. He is pulled from the water unconscious. The official cause of death is drowning, triggered by cold water shock. Aftermath hits hard. The video is never uploaded. The channel freezes. Fans argue online, some blaming recklessness, others grief. No warning label appears on the clip. Because there is no clip. Just the knowledge that the camera kept rolling while the body didn't. The next death wasn't an accident. It was staged fear, met with real force. Number 3. The joke that crossed a line. It was August 2nd, 2019 in a suburban neighborhood. The creator specialized in social experiments, confrontations, fake scenarios designed to provoke reactions. That afternoon, he planned a kidnapping prank. Masks, fake restraints, screaming for realism. What he wanted was chaos on camera, something shocking. The street was quiet. Houses close together, neighbors watching. A warning sign appears early. A passerby pulls out a phone, not to film, but to call someone. What he didn't realize was that neighbors were already dialing 911. Footage shows a staged grab, shouts, a struggle. Step by step, a real resident intervenes. Weapons are drawn. Police sirens approach. Confusion explodes. The point of no return happens when officers arrive, unable to tell prank from crime. Shots are fired. The camera drops. The official report lists the death as the result of police response to a perceived violent felony. Afterward, the channel is deleted. Lawsuits follow. Platforms tighten rules around prank content involving simulated crimes. The footage is classified evidence, and the moral is sharp. When you fake a crime, you risk being treated like one. Music. But the next death didn't involve weapons, just height, and a perfect shot obsession. Number 2. The view that cost everything. It was August 13, 2016 at a cliffside overlook. The YouTuber was a travel vlogger, late 20s, known for extreme angles and fearless poses. That day, he wanted a selfie. A dramatic shot with nothing behind him but air. The weather was clear, wind light, the drop, hundreds of feet. A warning sign is visible in the footage, loose gravel. A step too close to the edge. What he didn't realize was how little traction he had left. The camera captures. A smile. A shift of weight. A slip. Step by step. Foot slides. Hands grasp nothing. The frame tilts. Then, sky. The point of no return lasts less than a second. Companions scream. Emergency services are called. Recovery teams arrive hours later. The official cause is massive trauma from a fall. Afterward, the final photo circulates online, then disappears. Platforms debate responsibility, influencers post warnings, but the image never fully goes away. Because the internet remembers the moment gravity won, and the final death wasn't meant to be risky at all. Number 1. The challenge that wasn't a game. It was January 30th, 2020. The YouTuber was filming a challenge video, harmless on paper, something millions had tried before. What he wanted was relatability. A laugh, easy content. The setup looked safe, indoors, controlled. There was a warning sign, small discomfort, a pause, a joke about stopping. What he didn't realize was how quickly things can escalate. The camera records, breathing changes, dizziness, collapse, step by step. He laughs, he coughs, he stumbles. He falls out of frame. Friends rush in. The camera keeps rolling. The point of no return happens before EMS arrives. The official cause lists accidental asphyxiation. Aftermath is swift. The video is pulled. The challenge is banned across platforms. Warnings flood social media. But the damage is done. Because the clip existed long enough to prove one thing. No trend is harmless when oxygen runs out. Every one of these deaths shares the same lie. The idea that you can pause danger, that you can stop recording before it gets real. But cameras don't save you. Views don't protect you. And no clip is worth a life. If you want to see the next story, the one platforms don't want you to remember, it's already waiting.